Hi, this is Jason with Weekend Oasis. Thanks for tuning in. I want to introduce you to the Weekend Oasis Property Management Services and give you an idea of what it is and what it can do for you. Let's get started. Weekend Oasis was founded in 2009. We were founded because Amber and I had vacation properties for us that we started sharing with other guests. As our business continued to grow, we had lots of new leads coming in without properties to put people in. So instead of just throwing the leads by the wayside, I decided to take on some existing properties as part of the Weekend Oasis portfolio, ones that we didn't own, but ones that we would oversee and permit our guests to stay in as well. That concept has kind of evolved into what it is today, and we do take on a handful of properties that are a good fit for us and a good fit for the investor or owner to actually manage under the Weekend Oasis brand. Our LLC is registered in the state of Maryland and the state of Virginia. Our corporate office is located in Phoenix, Maryland. Let's talk a little bit about our process. Guests expect in this day and age a seamless process to check into a property. We have perfected that at Weekend Oasis. We can minimize overall communications, we can find the right guest, and we can ensure the guests can get to the property, check in and check out, all seamless and very easy. That's been one of the keys to our success, and in future videos I'll dig into that a little bit more. To just peel the onion back a little bit about the three core processes we have: lead generation, lead qualification, and our overall booking and management process. That's what's made us successful at Weekend Oasis. But what does this really mean? It means seamless orchestration, all the way from lead generation to the actual booking, to all the communication that occurs during the booking, guest reviews, the itinerary, and overall reporting. So all of these key elements are what make Weekend Oasis a leader in the space, but more importantly have been proven by happy guests that stay with us at our property. So we want to deploy these techniques for you. Let's talk a moment about some of the portfolio of Weekend Oasis. This is the first property that I purchased in 2002. It's a nightly rate of $175 a night, and it's an 83.6% occupancy rate. That's a very, very, very solid number for the property. Our second property in Amosville, Virginia is Pose Mountain Lodge in Amosville. We started managing it in 2010, so this is an example of a property that we don't own, but we manage. A nightly rate of $250 a night with a 35.2% occupancy rate. So once again, a very successful property under management by Weekend Oasis. Moving farther out into the Shenandoah Valley, we get to Chestnut Oak Lodge at Bryce Resort in Basie, Virginia. We started managing this property in 2009, a nightly rate of $275 a night with a 41.53% occupancy rate. And we also own a Bryce condo in Basie, Virginia at Bryce Resort, purchased in 2006. Great rental at 40% occupancy per night at $125 per night. As I mentioned, we expanded to Ocean City in 2016. Milleritaville was our first property that we purchased. It goes at a weekly rate of $875 per night. And Katya's Paradise is 32.9% occupancy rate at $875 a night, $875 a week, I'm sorry. Started managing 2016. Ocean City, one bed, one bath condo, started managing in 2016, $875 a week, and it's a 32.9% occupancy rate, which is important to note because the Ocean City market is limited. Your peak is about May through October. So having 32.9% for a whole year metric shows that it was basically booked every single day from May through October. Very successful with that property. Our keys to success were being hassle-free. When Amber and I started the business, we wanted people to be able to check in and check out easy and not have to have endless phone conversations to do so. We perfected that with automated processes and an award-winning itinerary. We've deployed our preferences into the business, and it's proven to be very successful. When we think about the technology we use, we were one of the first to fully adapt to Airbnb. That shows our forward thinking. It enabled us to get ahead of a lot of people in the market, and we were able to scout new technologies before they became mainstream. We're nearly a superhost on Airbnb with lots of positive reviews. We were one of the first to use a fully automated software as a service in the cloud reservation system. That gives guests a really good experience and an automated process for our owners. which allows us to minimize phone calls. And why is that important? If you're thinking about a booking today and you have to wait to call somebody tomorrow, you may not book that property. If you're thinking about it right now at 10 p.m. and you can book it and get the reservation, you just won yourself a reservation. So that's what we're doing and how we're achieving some of the success. And it's working. You can see some of the guest feedback here from it's an amazing property, a seamless process. Jason was very informative and easy to communicate with. So don't just listen to me. You can see our reviews on weekendoasis.net. As an owner, what does it cost to be a partner with us? We generate the booking, we capture the payment, and Weekend Oasis holds 20% back as our commission. 20 to 25%, it really depends on the property. That's what it's going to cost you out of your actual pocket to be part of the Weekend Oasis network. All of our core services in this deck are going to be shared with you, but lead generation, creating the itinerary, screening the guests, all communications, processing of the reservation, and actual cleaning of the unit fall under the umbrella of what we would do for you. But I think it's important to note, we're not a full-service property management company. We like our owners and investors to be involved. We don't, if somebody says, Jason, what makes a good Weekend Oasis property? It's an owner that wants to offset some revenue of a vacation property they own, but not simply hand a vacation property owner or property over to us and have us attempt to turn it into a 100% occupancy unit. Weekend Oasis was formed to find the best guest for your property while still enabling you to enjoy the property, not just have a property that you never go to. That's what differentiates us. And it's important to say, we want you to enjoy the property, but offset some of the expenses by generating revenue with qualified good tenants. You're still going to have responsibilities as I outline here, such as paying the utility bills, doing some preventive maintenance, and furnishing items for the property. So, as I mentioned, a good fit for Weekend Oasis is somebody that says, Jason, I have a property, I would like to make some money from it, but I still want to enjoy the property, and I want to make sure the tenants, the guests that use the property are the best they can be. As I said, if you're simply looking for people to book your unit and you don't care how they treat it, or you don't care how, you want 100% occupancy, Weekend Oasis isn't a good fit for you. We structure our business to find the best guests, fit them with the right property, to give owners and investors like yourself the best possible return. Over $2.7 billion per day is spent on travel and tourism. That nets out to $31,400 a second, or $1.9 million per minute. Don't miss out. We can help you capture some of that to offset some of your expenses. Contact Weekend Oasis at info@weekendoasis.net. Let's talk about your property. Let's see if it's a good fit. Let's see if we would work well together. I hope this video has helped you understand what Weekend Oasis can do for you, as well as my personality and our mentality behind the business. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I hope to hear from you. Thank you.